Morning, everyone. My question for you today is, are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling overwhelmed today? Our verse is 1 John 4:4. Little children, you are from God and have overcome them. For he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. Now, I know that we have a lot going on in the world right now, and it can be easy to worry about it or fret about it, get wrapped up in knots, but what does it actually accomplish? Are fearful thoughts actually, the only time they might have a purpose is if there is a reason that you need to legitimately protect yourself in that moment. Then fear can be a good trigger, but it's not something we're meant to feel at all times. And worry actually doesn't accomplish anything. Uh, it's worrying usually about something that might happen that vast majority of the time doesn't actually end up happening. And so that's actually wasted effort um, that really didn't serve any useful purpose. I know that doesn't necessarily help those out there that are professional worriers. Uh, that is actually not a badge of honor. So you think it is, but it is not. Getting wrapped up in worrying about things actually is detrimental. And what we ultimately need to come back to is what it says in our verse: God is greater. He who is in us is greater than he who is in the world. He is in control. We don't understand how he's working through this situation. Uh, it's beyond our comprehension at this point in time. Maybe 20 years from now we will understand this. Maybe it's God's judgment for all the sin that we've been doing in our country. But he does have a purpose, and he is using even the worst rulers for his purposes, and he does that all through the Bible. He is ultimately in control. He lets them do things that to us seem horrendous. It's something they want to do, and but God is working through it in some way that we don't understand, and it's really beyond our comprehension level, and we kind of have to let go at that point and go, there is physically no way you're going to understand how this works because you are not God. We're finite. We can't see the big picture, and we don't know how all these things are working. And we have to just let go of that anxiety, because that anxiety is usually in like the pit of our stomach, which is poor for our digestion. But basically, we make ourselves small. We make ourselves into a big knot inside, and that's like the worst thing we can do for our digestive system and for our health, because it's not anything that we're actually accomplishing by being anxious. We're not really serving a useful purpose by doing that. The only thing we can do, if we think about the situation, get wrapped up in the situation, we will start pounding our head against the wall and getting all uptight about things that we have no control over. And all we can do is pray for God's strength, because he is greater. God's strength and God's wisdom and just give the situation back to him, because you're not the one in charge, he is. And no amount of saying you're in charge or thinking you're in charge is actually going to change that. So you might as well take the burden off your shoulders and give it back to him. And that's what I want to challenge you to do today, is if you're holding on to that, if you're feeling weighted down right now, let go of it. Let go and let God take care of it. Because there's really nothing you can do right now about any of the situations that we are facing. So that is my food for thought for today, and I will see you again with another scripture passage next Wednesday and other things in the Facebook groups. I will see you later. Bye-bye.